Hey guys, what's up? My name's Evan here, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Today we are going to talk about my Director Krennic hero concept. Of course, he's my number one most wanted either hero or villain in this game. If I had to choose, it's going to be Director Krennic. And of course, Jin would be my most wanted hero. It doesn't matter if it's going to be hero and villains from the last game or not. They're definitely my most wanted. I love both characters. Rogue One's my second favorite Star Wars film. But I really like Rogue One. Scarif is releasing mid-April, which is going to be next week. There should be a CT community transmission either this week, later this week, or next week, which I'm expecting next week. And if they do come with the update or not, I'm still going to have this concept. Like if Jin and Krennic are announced, I would expect them to come after Scarif. I would not expect them to come with the map if they were confirmed. But I would love to see both heroes return from the last game, as the same abilities or not from the last game. What I did with Jin and Krennic, because I made two hero consoles for them, we're not doing Krennic in this video. I did very similar abilities or the same abilities from the last game, but with more balancing, tweaks, or reworks than the last game. First, we're going to start off with the emotes, then the skins, and then his health, weapons, and abilities. The star cards, I'll just say, because there is no star cards, I mentioned the star cards will help improve his gameplay and his abilities in the game, as all their star cards work for other heroes, and that will also apply to Jyn Erso's hero concept, same as Poe Dameron's and General Hux's hero concept, which I also have planned to do all three of those after this concept. First off, his emotes. His first one is, "Are we blind? Deploy the garrison." It's a pretty big meme. It's a pretty big line that he says. The second one is, "Oh, it's beautiful." The third one is, "I will become the Emperor's closest confidant," which is from the last game emote. And the last one's, "It's a miracle." I don't know if that's an emote from the last game or not, but it's in the beginning of the film, so that would be pretty cool. Next up is the appearances / the skins. His default appearance would just be his regular Rogue One appearance, what we saw throughout the whole movie, pretty much, unless it's the beginning of the film when Jyn Erso's pretty young. When Jyn is young, he has a younger Krennic appearance, where his face is a little different. He has a cap on. That would be a different skin. And the last skin is with Krennic, his default appearance, but take the cape off. So pretty much he's not wearing a cape. Those are the only skins I can really think of. Krennic doesn't really have any other outfits. He pretty much wears the same outfit throughout the film. And his cap skin is really what else we see. If you want to do something else, just add no cape. Just take off his cape. And you can do that with a lot of heroes and villains in this game. I don't know if there's a no cape skin for any other hero and villain game. I can't think of one possible in my head. That have a cape and no cape skin, but again, they could start that trend with Krennic. And again, it's something very little, but it does add some customization options for heroes and villains that could actually have very few skins. Like a good example of this is like Count Dooku, which he does have skins. General Grievous, Boba Fett, Vader. Like some of those heroes and villains that really don't have too much customization options, you could just do it and boom, you already have a customization option. It isn't much. It might be something that many people just don't request, but I think it will be something very cool. Next is his HP. He has 650 HP normally as a blaster hero, and he has 200 health regen. I think 200 is good, so pretty good. I was actually going to make it 250, but I think that might be a little too high, so yeah, that's his health regen and HP. His weapon is the DT-29, and he can actually only fire 6 shots. From the last game and the regular DT-29, you could use as a soldier. Only got to fire 6 shots, so I'm expecting that's how it would come when it comes to this game. It has a 1-second reload time, and it has 65 damage. Star cards would bring it up somewhere from 95 or 105. What's the 75, 85, 95, 105, yeah, 105, okay, I was right about that, would be 105, and his damage drop-off would be 35, obviously. If you're using star cards to have his damage up, maximum damage drop off would be 75. So if you're shooting from a large distance, it's going to be 35. If you have that extra damage star card, which actually could bring his damage to 105 at normal range, his 75 damage would be the normal damage you do from far away. So his weapon is pretty good. I'm happy that it does a lot of damage, especially for a pistol that only can fire 6 shots. And that's besides that, the only thing that you can really do damage with his weapon is his left ability, which obviously brings us to our abilities. The first one's Armor Breaker. This is from the last game. It kind of was shot like a secondary fire, so I kind of changed it up a bit. The DT-29 turns into a secondary fire gun, and you can only have 3 times to shoot, so it's similar to how Leia's thermal detonators work. So you can throw one grenade, another grenade, and then when it reloads fully, you only have 1 grenade to throw, and then reload again. So you gotta wait until it goes up back to 3. It's not how the rushes work, or the staff strikes work for other heroes. It's going to be how Leia's thermal detonators work, similar to how that works. It takes off damage reduction to enemies, pretty much whenever they're using their ability. So if Krennic sees Anakin, and Anakin's using his heroic might ability, and Krennic shoots him with damage with his armor breaker, first off, it'll do somewhere from 150 to 200 damage, which obviously star cards bring that up. And it'll also take off his damage reduction, so that's a pretty good ability. I might keep it at 150 without the star card damage, but I think this would be a pretty good ability. And it's balanced, you can only have 3 times to shoot it. And it has a 15-second cooldown, which I guess one star card could be like, oh, your weapon could deal damage, but then it has a longer cooldown. So it could be like, purple star cards have it, so like it has 200 damage, but you only have like 11-second cooldown or 10-second cooldown. Similar to how like BB-8's cable spins is, like one's increased, one does more damage. This one would just be the more damage, the increased cooldown, or something like that. This middle ability, which I actually switched, because this middle ability from the last game was this droid shield, and this right ability was his health. So I just switched them, because it kind of makes sense in this game. Wealth of the Empire is his middle ability, and it heals allies at 150 HP and himself, and he also gives 10 to 20 damage reduction and a 360 degree radius, not just for his allies, but for himself. Star cards obviously bring the HP up and the damage reduction up, or just one of the two. And the last ability, which is his right ability, is his Astromech Droid Shield. It is going to be the same size as Leia's Squad Shield. I think the Droid Shield is actually a bit smaller. And the droid will follow Krennic around until either Krennic dies in the game, or the droid gets destroyed. Now, I'm not sure if the droid followed him in the last game. I'm not 100% sure about that. But the droid will give 5 HP per second in the shield, so it is similar to Leia's Squad Shield. And the droid will deal he will throw his Dioxis just like the last game, or it'll just deal 20 HP to people just by shocking it. And his victory poses is just pretty much, I would probably say, his normal kind of like stances. So you have his normal stance from Battlefront 1. You have his stance from like where it just regularly stands there, and maybe when he's shooting and that kind of stuff. But to be honest, victory poses isn't really the most important thing. That's that. That's Director Krennic's hero concept. So yeah, guys, hope you guys end up enjoying this video. This video is pre-recorded, so it's actually pre-recorded 5 days earlier than it's supposed to be released. Besides that, I hope Director Krennic comes to the game. If this week the CT comes out and it says Krennic isn't coming to the game, so he's not, this hero concept's still gonna go out no matter what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next Star Wars Battlefront 2 hero concept video. Peace out. Also, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and comment below your list. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.